is the 15th day of October 2025, being Wednesday. Tatabo Obochinkwo. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this sacred platform where the gospel of both mental and physical liberation is being preached. Therefore, before I continue, I want us to understand that we are in a struggle. The fight for survival, that is what we are engaging. Fighting for survival. Fighting for survival means that there are things that want us dead. That is it. So, but we continue fighting in order to survive. Because if you ever make the mistake of stopping to fight, which means all of us will perish. It's just like as a human being, you are surviving. There are many things going on in your body. There are some microbes, bacteria, different types of microorganisms that are feeding on your life, fighting you, making sure that they quench your life. But your immune system, your natural immune system, is always fighting 24/7 to checkmate all those antibodies, all those microorganisms that are fighting for your death. So, just take it, that is the way we are. In this struggle, we have enemies. I am telling you. We have internal enemies. We have external ones. They are everywhere. That is why IPOB, before we take any step, we be very, very careful. Make sure that we are taking the right step. That is what we should understand. We are engaged in this fight. It's not because it is easy. It is very difficult and tedious, honestly. Sometimes when you look at issues, even our own brothers, you see the mentality, you baffle. Sometimes I start asking, when will the redemption of Igbo man come? When is the redemption of Biafrans? When you listen to some of even our people, there's somebody that was talking the other time in one X space. He said, no, it's a IPOB that brought a catastrophe, security in our land, killing our own people, started cursing, insulting us. That we should have left ourselves just as before. Yes, Nigeria hates us, everything is working against us, but we should have been just quietly as slaves as we have been. When you look at it, it reminds me the story of the Bible story. It reminds me of the Bible story where when Moses learned, he grew of age, he went out and saw the injustice against his own people. He tried to intervene. When a Hebrew and an Egyptian were fighting, he tried to intervene by siding his own comrade, a Hebrew, and killed the Egyptian, not knowing that there is another internal enemy that observed him. And thereafter, the following day, when he also saw that there were two Hebrews that were fighting, he tried to make peace with them, between them. And one will say, hey, you want to kill me as you killed the Egyptian of yesterday? Thinks nobody see you. What I want to bring out here is the mentality of some of our people. When Moses intervened, he understood that his people are suffering injustice. And when he demanded the Pharaoh, let my people go. I'm now talking based on the Bible story. You know, we learn from everything. And do you know what? Pharaoh said, you have time. You people are talking about the liberation because you have extra time. Your work is so little. So he doubled their work. So the suffering, the torture doubled. And the people started shouting. The Jews. They started heaving blame on Moses, not knowing that this is the time of their emancipation. They started telling him, oh, it is your fault. Who tell you that we need a liberation? You should have left us like this. Now you came in here to save us. Who tell you that we need saving? I beg, we should have been here like slaves, no problem, at least have our little respite. Until if you die, you go, no problem. Others continue. Not knowing that their time of liberation, or this is the start of their liberation. When I listen to some of our people, I want us to be prodding into X space, to be listening, to be participating in what is going on there, because it is another world. I'm telling you, people, they push out propaganda. The way they will paint it, you think it is truth. We should be versatile. So when I had this brother insulting IPOB with all alacrity, oh no, our land was the most peaceful zone or region in Nigeria. But on this and that, on for leave us. When you ask him, but is that a good peace? So the injustice being meted against us, we should leave it like that. No person, no complaint. Say no, we have a way. Everybody bear your burden, hustle. That is how Igbos we are made. Everybody hustle on your own. At least when you start hearing all this type of wordings coming out from an Igbo man, immediately he said that. Immediately, my mind reflected back to the Bible story. They started blaming Moses. You say you come to rescue us, but now our problem have doubled. They have doubled our problem, courtesy of you. Had it been you left us here without coming with your bogus freedom, we would have been at peace. But we are the Israelis are at normal peace in Egypt. According to Bible story, I'm talking. The answer is no. Slaves have peace. Slaves have peace. The peace of slaves. As long as you're a slave, you remain slave, you understand that you're a slave, and you maintain your corner, you have your peace. Any day that your peace too is not a complete peace, because any day the master, maybe he woke up, he quarreled with his wife, he woke up, he saw you, he has gun in his hand, in order to vent out his anger, instead of shooting his wife, he will shoot you as a slave, and it's nothing. You know, the same way you can be mad and just use your leg, you smash your television. So they see you as an object. That is the time. Immediately they kill one slave, the master kills one slave. It is nothing. Other slaves will go and quickly clean the blood, carry the slave, go and bury. That is the way some of our people want us to be, remain in Nigeria. And do you agree with that? IPOB, we don't agree with that. You know, for slaves to be free, it takes a lot. It's not easy. Because slave is subjugate to the master, doing all kinds of work for them. But once a slave revolts, it becomes a problem. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, we should understand the type of country we are in. We should understand it. We should not live the peace or live in the peace of slavery. No. Anytime they want, they kill us. Anytime they want, they destroy our properties. Today, the Yorubas, they are calling, it didn't start today anyway, but it's like that. They are calling us their Mugu. And rightly so. I concur. I completely concur. You have seen all those videos. I mean, the distance. The X conversation. You have seen it. It is not something new. But let me play it for you to also note the situation we are, and many of our people want us to remain like that. It is horrible, honestly. Very, very horrible. Let me play it for you to, let me play it the way they see us, and you ask yourself whether are they right? How come the queer here say, I na de corner cry? It's very shameful. Just listen to the Yoruba space.
Wait, before you go again, any more changes on name changes on street bus and street name changes? Any progress on that? Any more of those happening?
Actually, we have left the era of changing names. Now we are bringing down structures. Over 19 gigantic structures were brought down in the Alaba market, and there are video evidence. You see them lamenting, "Oh my God, we have been here for over 20 years. This and that, that and this." But we just said to them, "We just want to know who owns Lagos."
It's not Alaba. It is the trade fair, and the patrons are Joe Ibokwe, the prominent Igbo people, Peter Obi. Ifan Yuba, the late Ifan Yuba.
You know, they were first asking about the success of the changing of names, like a Charlie Boy Boston put the change to Yoruba name. That is what they first asked, because it is a calculated move. What they are doing in Lagos, first of all, they changed the Igbo names. Streets that bear Igbo names, they change it to Yoruba. It's what they were accounting for. That the first person asked, "What about any progress on the changing of names in Lagos?" Remember that Lagos was the capital, administrative capital of Nigeria, for your information, before it was moved to Abuja. So I have not seen in a capital country where people some part of citizens were called immigrants. So from the changing of names, they are now recounting that, they have passed from that changing of names to now bringing down to another phase of their plan. Just listen again, please.
Wait, before you go again, any more changes on name changes on street bus and street name changes? Any progress on that? Any more of those happening?
Actually, we have left the era of changing names. Now we are bringing down structures. Over 19 gigantic structures were brought down in Alaba market, and there are video evidence. You see them lamenting, "Oh my God, we have been here for over 20 years."
Do you see why I say that our lamentation makes them happy? Are you seeing it? Can you now, in this century, count a country where this type of animosity, hatred still exists? I don't know. Sometimes when I look at the issues, that's why I used to regret. I say, why am I born even this time? Maybe I should have been born BCE. I should have lived that time, and I would not even live to see anything in Nigeria. Never. Because it breaks your heart. And the worst part of it is that the people that are suffering this in the world, they live very happy slave lives. I am telling you. It's what shatters your brain. These people, they live happy slave lives. Please continue listening.
This and that and this. But we just said to them, we just want to know who owns Lagos.
It's not Alaba, it is the trade fair. And the patrons, Joe Ibokwe, the prominent Igbo people, Peter Obi, Ifeanyi Uba, the late Ifeanyi Uba, the Igbos that are the patrons of this particular places.
The owners of
demolished yesterday. Also in Jakonde, do we even need to say all these things? Because we need more.
Yes.
More is coming.
Sasa,
More is coming. More is coming.
He said more is coming. Do you remember the list of more than 100 estates that are meant for demolition? These are estates of Igbo Biafrans mostly. He said more is coming. When you tell our people they don't take precaution, why would they take precaution now when genocide was committed? I continue pinpointing this because there's no rationale behind it. Genocide were committed against us during the war. The war lasted only 3 years. 3 years. We were butchered. We were butchered. Our people were butchered like animals, starved to death, like no other thing in this world. Immediately 1970, after the war, one Nigeria, even people that suffered the Asaba massacre, all forgot this and rushed out to Lagos, to the north, the same place that they were butchered 3 years ago. 3 years is not far. 3 years ago, they forgot, immediately forgot. Say now everything is okay. Now here they go. Now let us embrace one Nigeria. Whereas in Asaba, they came out to embrace Nigerian soldiers. They gathered them and butchered them. In Calabar, the same thing. In different parts of Asaba, the same thing happened. Our people completely forgot this. Sometimes it's not today I start thinking about it. I say our people's brain need to be studied, honestly. At least move out, have number 6. Use all number 6. Like is Dangote not using number 6 in his investments? No, tell me now. You as an Igbo man and him who sabi pass. If they are counting people that have brain, you as a do you know that even some of all these demolished places, people like Peter Obi, their houses were demolished. That is it. They have their houses. You know, you don't know, you will not know that they are, all these estates belong to them, but it is for them. People like them. They were demolished. There is nothing they can do. Now, somebody like Dangote, who has companies and factories everywhere in Nigeria, instead of building one warehouse in the Biafra region, he rather build the factories outside Nigeria. You and him, who sabi pass? You know, the worst thing that has been happening to us is downgrading our enemies. This is the worst, you know, the worst thing that happened to us. You downgrade your enemies. What do you have? Because when he can resi hawa slippers, resi ha nukwa you know, gay or boy, I guess in there when I hear them, it is smart. And what you him out, you are nothing when it comes to their political wisdom. I want to hear more. Imagine that Dangote is an Igbo man. You cannot stop him now. Zenko bought, I think, 800 or 600 and something acres of land recently in Lagos State. Empty space and swamp. What billions of naira. What he say, na my money. Na me onam. No, I don't need your advice. Na my money. Go and hustle for your own money. People that have this type of mentality, how do you think that will not be suffering? No, tell me. But Dangote, the people advise him secretly. His people advise him, and he understood. He understood the code. He said, no. Not that if he invests, he build factories in Biafra region, he will make more money than anything. But he didn't pursue the money because there is a political reason. They respect politics, and that is their collective interest. Oh yeah, mami, Zenko say, na my money, na me get them, na me make them. In the next 20-30 years, when he would have invested and sold the land, sold the plots to our own people, in the next 20-30 years, that time there will be demolition. They will start shouting, now wow, look at our property, they are destroying it because we are Igbo. Now wow, you know, land no here, no legi. Foolish people. Diara. Listen, continue listening to this, please. So that whether we can make our people know something, I don't know. Houses, the northerners do business in our land, but they don't build all these mansions. They bring cows worth of millions and billions of naira. Sell them, carry the money, go back. You don't apply common sense. We pursue money with like fly that follow dead body enter grave. We know they hear once it comes to money, beg, leave, let us build our beg. Once you know political contemplation, nothing. All that matters is now my thing, now me. Again, I will get now. I will get again now. When you look at the properties of our people that are destroyed, how our people are moving around like sheep without a shepherd, picking the worst part is that they don't even allow you to take goods that are inside all those houses are more valued, costlier than even the house itself. They don't allow them. They destroy everything. Just ships without shepherd, nothing. And they pick in here one. So yes, sir. How do we solve this issue? No, do your own thing. I do my thing. You become tired. Listen, continue listening.
I need to understand just what
the
criminals.
documents, apart from being illegal, the documents that are the patrons of these particular places,
The owners of
demolished yesterday. Also in Jakonde, do we even need to say all these things? Because we need more.
Yes.
More is coming.
Sasa,
More is coming. More is coming.
I need to understand just what
The
criminals.
documents, apart from being illegal, the documents they have. You were not on Dangerous. Like when we played the song, Ubon the Maga. Maga is like somebody we have already,
we have played.
somebody put it in the comment section. Somebody we don't see. Oh, client. Somebody is putting in that Maga. What we call Maga is like a client. Igbos are our client.
He said the Igbos are their clients, they are MAGA. Oh, no, are you hearing it? It's coming from Yoruba people, that is it. And I completely concur. Where are you not a Mugu? Where are Igbo people? They hold you in Lagos, you build, they destroy. You go to their churches, donate. You are the men. Now there you find Jesus now in their churches. You are the donators. You are the highest donor givers. Even from abroad, you run back. They control you. That they see something for you, run, fly down from England, from America, down to Lagos, and none of your siblings will know. They control you. They come and pick you up. I could remember, I think Mazi Kadibia, something like that. I've said it here on Radio Biafra, that he was one of the victims before. They used to carry him. They will control him. Living in England, his Yoruba pastor will tell him, hey, you need to come. And you give him the amount he has to come with. He said, we carry thousands of pounds and land in Lagos. No, and they will tell him he should never tell any of his siblings in Nigeria that he's in Nigeria. You come, they carry you from airport, go and lodge you in the hotel, you'll be paying. They are doing prayer for you. That bad people are around you. That this and that are. It's Mugu now. What are you? Are you not a complete Mugu? Where are we not? I don't say we. Because IPOB, we are saved. We have exonerated ourselves from this Mugu sheep. Where? Go to Yoruba churches and they will do everywhere. They give money. They are the highest cheerful givers. How are you not a Mugu? Tell me now. No, tell me. If you bring somebody and say no, something of God. You know, they see me I know your name. Only on the shish, your name, you know, but you don't know that they take you as Mugu. And that is what you are, and nothing more. You know? So that our brother said, when he come to Nigeria, now they will stripe him, they will make sure he will stay, they will be collecting the whole money, bring for this, bring for that, they will pray for you this, they will work for you this. Once they see that he is now empty, void, that he is stranded, now they will litter him. Find your way back to your base, to London. He said he learned to carry, I think, 100 pounds. Anytime he is coming in that kind of mission, they call him as the Amugu. He will carry 100 pounds note, put inside his inside we are no, because these people, they can even search you to see now. It is saying, it shall say you not get any other thing again, because he won't bother now. Who took nothing in our Jesus, in our God. That is how bad it is. Every corner they are stripping our people naked. They say, Igbos, you are our Mugu, and I concur. Prove that you are not the Mugu now. Don't you see how they are destroying Igbo always? They are happy when you are making video lamenting. It makes them, I used to say it here, it makes them happy because they are inflicting irreparable pain to you. And always you are lamenting. After lamenting, they are destroying. Other Igbos are buying other places. I'll be saying, now you no go reach this side, don't worry. Mugu Kwenu. No be waiting our eternal leader call our people. Is it not what you are? Every time lamentation. What is the solution you don't want? You don't want to hear. That's why you die like a chicken. Listen.
Oh, client. Somebody is putting in that MAGA. What we call MAGA is like a client. Igbos are our client. They are giving us the money. Again, it's not your MAGA.
Trying to not let the victim understand that he's going to be a victim. So you don't use a word like
anybody who call MAGA is like a client. Mugu. Oh, Mugu. They are giving you the meaning.
Is the victim, is the client that is actually for victim.
Isn't Mugu? Okay, what's
like okay. Don't let me explain too much.
So basically a naive person.
Somebody who doesn't know anything, like
when you have somebody
gullible.
Yeah, gullible, MAGA, you get it.
Yes, yeah. When you have somebody that is still in the process, you call him MAGA. So MAGA is still a client. When he has already fallen a victim, it becomes Mugu. So as a MAGA, I'm still trying to trade my land. Like, I have 20 acres of land. So I'll be telling Zaza, Farabale, Kuda, this is my MAGA.
Are you understanding what he asked? Zenko bought 600 acres of land. He will go and make inquiry whether the land is genuine. The person or the people or the community that are selling to him the land, they call those people, say, hey, now my Mugu, may wanna confirm everything. Don't worry, now my Mugu, and I go get small cuts. The thing is, no, everything there genuine. It's what they are explaining it. The people selling the land to Zenko, I'm giving example to Zenko. For him, he sabi too much. He man, all my he carry everybody. Okay, what again? Okay, what if no one huh? Na la de kwa chipo. He makwa 600 acres. He makwa go lem gune. Or maro that all yawan would the real MAGA. Any office he go to inquire, is it not the same people? They will tell him, no, this player he's okay because they have been tipped off. Say, in case if he come on our Mugu, certify him, say everything is okay. They tell him, although even if there is no problem, you can buy, you can go on. Oh yeah, I won't bother. That is what they are explaining. That's why they are happy when they see you. Igbo people lamenting, no, our properties are being destroyed. Oh, he gives them more blood. Why do we need to still remain in a country like this? I want people to please, when the line opens, you can tell me, say no, we need to remain because of this and that. In a place where people's deaths, people's suffering and pain is a source of joy. To some others, people's deaths, people's suffering and pain.
Onye ndị ichie na-akpụ isi ala nye ma bụrụ ndị mmụọ na-agara ya ozi. Ana m akpọ ndị mmụọ ozi gị n'abalị a to begin to purge the mind, our souls and spirits. of every iniquitous tendencies. You set us apart and placed us in the path to walk with your servant, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we count it as one of our blessings to be a part of this miracle that will redeem your precious race. I bring the leaders of this movement who are under the leadership of your servant, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ranging from the DOX through to all the reps and coordinators, Rokwari, the members of IPOB, and to the pillars, Ngalabaji, Nche, Nechebe, Ndi Nine and Nine, Naumunanye, or ESN. Guide and protect them all, that they may continue to walk in your status and your ordinances, that their word shall be A and A. Okikepuri mihenine. Let the energies of the sun, the moon, the stars and the waters, the oceans, begin to attenuate the seeds of confusion, blackmail and backbiting of the enemies. Our tongue is our oracle, and our word is our bond. And because words are what was, what is, and what is to come, and by the covenant of truth and the blood of the souls of our fallen brothers and sisters, I release the wild wind upon any soul under the sound of my voice who is planting the seed of discord, confusion, and hate to be placed in the center of universe. You say, Oga adịrị na mma n'eke, Oga adịrị mma n'orie, Oga adịrị mma n'afọ, Oga adịrị mma na nkwọ. Good evening once again, great Biafrans. And thank you for joining me today, being the 23rd of September 2024. And for the avoidance of confusion to the last part of my prayer, to be placed in the center of the universe is where you become aligned with your thoughts. I want you to understand what you have said amen to and what you have said Ise to. When you are placed in the center of the universe, you become aligned with your thoughts. It simply means become your thoughts, your actions, and your feelings. Just call it that's just in simple terms, that's what it means. When you begin to have thoughts that are not pure, my prayer tonight is that you're placed in the center of the universe, and that is where whatever you think, it comes to you, it becomes what you experience. Without it I am here to speak on Onyendu's court case, which is coming up tomorrow, the 24th of September 2024. And also on self-preservation, because that very burden has been laying so much strain in my spirit of late. I would also not spend too much time, because I would always say that whatever you say, once you've gone past 30 minutes, the attention span of the people, especially this time of difficulties and all, people's attention span begin to dwindle down. Therefore, as you all know, I visited Onyendu during the summer holidays with our late son. First of all, we need to bear in mind or remember that we have won the Nigerian government in their court, their very own court. And what we all are dancing is the dance of incompetence, which has become the common tune in the Nigerian judiciary system. And naturally, I don't like to teach people what they already know. We all are educated. We all know what's going on. Everyone has been kept abreast of the happenings in the legal front, political and otherwise, economical and otherwise. And I having the natural tendencies to find the art of things, to perceive differently from the norm. I am here today to say not here to say what we already know, but to tell us the meaning of what is going on. Today, I'm here to tell the Biafrans that what we require from the Nigerian Federal High Court, which is represented by Justice Binta Nyako. We have had enough of Justice Binta Nyako's action. From all that has been happening, she is confused, not because she does not know what is right. She knows that the Nigerian government unleashed mayhem in Afaruku Ibegu in September 2017, killing over 28 people in that quest to eliminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who narrowly escaped. His survival of that ordeal is a story for another time, another day, another story. One of the statements by the Nigerian Supreme Court, during their ruling in December 2023, is that Justice Binta Nyako ought not to have revoked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's bail. Question we should beg to ask is, since the bail ought not to have been revoked, what is the legal consequences? That very question is not being thrown in the legal front. So if the Supreme Court said in their ruling, oh, you ought not to have revoked his bail, okay, what are you doing, or what do you intend to do about that? There is no legal consequence, there is no legal action, there is no legal referral. Consequently, why would a Supreme Court override such legal gap and redirect the case to be tried at the same High Court that revoked the bail? These are the questions we need to hold on to blow it out. In fact, make it a mountain. It's a small question, but we can make a lot of mountain out of it. And now hold that question. Hold on to that question. The mountain is a small question, but we can make a lot of mountain out of it. And now hold that question. Hold on to that question. Make a lot of mountain out of it. And now hold that question. Hold on to that question. Make it a mountain. It's a small question, but we can make a lot of mountain out of it. And now hold that question. Hold on to that question.
Yes, this and that and this. Well, we just said to them, we just want to know who owns Lagos.
It's not Alaba, it is the trade fair. And the patrons, Joe Ibokwe, the prominent Igbo people, Peter Obi, Ifan Yuba, the late Ifan Yuba, the Igbos that are the patrons of this particular places.
The owners of
demolished yesterday. Also in Jakonde, do we even need to say all these things? Because we need more.
Yes.
More is coming.
Sasa,
more is coming. More is coming.
I need to understand just what
the documents, apart from being illegal, the documents they have. You were not on Dangerous. Like when we played the song, Ubon the Maga. Maga is like somebody we have already,
we have played.
Somebody put it in the comment section. Somebody we don't see. Oh, client. Somebody is putting in that MAGA. What we call MAGA is like a client. Igbos are our client. They are giving us the money.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra London. I'm sorry for that technical issue. It's a technical issue, honestly, and I worked very hard in order to rectify it. That is it sometimes, but we must continue. So, as I was saying before, and you are hearing it before, this brutal technical problem that came, and we must continue. So I was talking about the conversation between Yorubas that are mocking the Igbos as their MAGA. That naive, ignorant people, and I concur with them, honestly speaking. There is no way you can doubt them, because that is the truth. That is the reality. The truth is upright. That is it. So when they say Igbos are their Mugu, are you not seeing it? What all these things that are happening? Tell me, if Igbos are not their Mugu, are not Mugus, how do they try to, solve the problem? If not only lamentation, it's only IPOB that is trying to raise awareness and do something. Others, they are playing lip service. Our politicians are playing politics with it, nothing more. They'll go and calm people down as if they are doing something. Nothing they are doing. I say absolutely nothing. They are agents sent in order to go and calm people down. Calm your people down. Go and calm them down. Now people will just hope on them that they will hey, now hey, you will do something, don't worry, hey. So it will disarm them from doing anything. That is how they roll. So what am I trying to say? I want you to continue listening, please. Continue listening to this.
That are the patrons of this particular places.
The owners of
demolished yesterday. Also in Jakonde. Do we even need to say all these things? Because we need more.
Yes.
More is coming.
Sasa.
More is coming. More is coming.
I need to understand
the documents, apart from being illegal, the documents they have. You were not on dangers like when we played the song. Ubon the MAGA. MAGA is like somebody we have already, we have played. Somebody put it in the comment section. Somebody we don't see. Oh, client. Somebody is putting in that MAGA. What we call MAGA is like a client. Igbos are our client. They are giving us the money. Again, is not your MAGA. Trying to not let the victim understand that he's going to be a victim. So you don't use a word like anybody who call MAGA is like a client. Mugu. Oh, Mugu. They are giving you the meaning.
Is the victim, is the client that is actually for victim.
Isn't Mugu? Okay, what's
like okay. Don't let me explain too much.
So basically a naive person.
Somebody who doesn't know anything.
When you have somebody
gullible.
Yeah, gullible, MAGA, you get it.
Yes, yeah. When you have somebody that is still in the process, you call him MAGA. So MAGA is still a client.
Do you know why our people this maga gullible. You know what propels gullibility the most in this case? Selfishness. No consideration for collectivity. No single consideration for collectivity. You are thinking about what you can gain and nothing more, nothing less. Is the source of God. That is great. And it turns you to a mogul. I've been giving an example with Dangote. Do you think that if Dangote build the factories in Biafra region, he will not make a profit? He will make more profit than any other place. But he don't consider. He now try to consider, keep political consideration. That is their collective interest. Do you see that? And their collectivity, they say no. Yes, you make profit as a company, no problem, but don't do anything there. And he accepts. Do you see that? But an Igbo man, that place is going, he has seen his interests, he will make profit, make benefit. Don't tell him any other thing, otherwise he will fight you. No. Don't talk to him at all. Nah, this thing, no. I say, I listen to. I used to give that example. Since when I listen to that, I want to vomit. You know, small thing, our people will start saying, "You're jealous now." Because I said, which kind of human beings are they? Jealous of what? Dangote, as rich as he is, he listens to advice. People advise him. He didn't tell them, no, you're advising me not to do business not to establish my business in Biafra region because you people are jealous. No. It is about their collective interest to send a signal. That is what it means. But our people don't do that. I say on the video that was showing the land being purchased by Zenko, the commentator was using Igbo. He said, na Zenko say, no onya nyekwenema ndomodo ọbụna na-egom na ọmụ akpatara ya. Onye chọrọ inye m ndụmọdụ ya ga-enye onwe ya ga-were ụbụrụ ahụ o ji chọọ inye m ndụmọdụ were kpata ego nke ya. Now you look at you know that our redemption is very far. I'm telling you, our redemption is very far. I say, mark my word. You see that land he bought? He will develop it not only by himself. Many Igbos will buy properties and start building everything. They will build plaza, build this and that. In the next 20 to 30 years, if Nigeria continues existing, their luck is, unless Biafra comes, everything will be safe. But if not, it's the same. They will go the same status quo of 2025, 2024, 2023, 2019, 2012. The same lamentation. Our people don't learn. That is the worst part of it. How can a people that suffer genocide, 3 years, that is not up to 3 years? Some genocide we are committed in 1968, some even 1969, some that 1970, but that, not up to 1 year. Immediately they say one Nigeria war ended. They went back without their brain. Everybody leave his brain somewhere and went back to the people that killed us. And you are telling me that there is these people should not suffer? No. So I'm happy that the Yorubas are mocking our people openly. They don't hide it. He said more are coming, because as they are talking, go to Lagos now. They are still building. You see some people, send them this thing. clip, and he said they'll tell you, nah, I beg. This propaganda, all these people that are talking, they don't know anything. They are miscreants. They don't know anything. Oh, yeah, want my everything. I used to say it. If you see somebody that knows everything, run. Man, that they want to hear no yanish. Because a wise person always dissects him or herself every time. Whether na anosekwemia, you check yourself all the time. Self-servicing, you service yourself to understand whether na amazikwemia myself. That is it. But a foolish person knows everything now. I want a solution to all my everything. So what will you tell him? No way. Continue listening, please.
When he has already fallen a victim, it becomes mugun. So as a maga, I'm still trying to trade my land. Like, oh, I have 20 acres of land. So I'll be telling Zaza, Farabale, Kuda, this is my maga. This is my maga. So Zaza will now relax. Dr. Yao will relax. As soon as I finish selling the land to you, instead of you going to Dr. Yao to now get proper documentation, Dr. Yao already understood the fact that you are a victim. So when you come into Dr.
Right.
He will tell you, oh, don't worry, this land is for industrial purposes, not for residential. But you can still have your house there. You will go ahead. At the end
so
of the day,
they played you basically.
That is it. So when you fall victim, you become mugun. So now what I'm trying to tell you is that Igbo will forever remain our maga.
That is a lie. This insinuation he made now, he said Igbos will forever remain. You know, it's a challenge. Do you know that it's a challenge? He said Igbos will forever remain their mugu. And I say it's a lie. But many of our people are proving him right. Yes. Some of us now, they call cry. We try to perpetuate they call cry. Are you getting what I'm saying? Very sad. Don't you see? He said, Igbos will forever remain their mugu. You will see woman to play him this thing. He tell, oh boy, leave this thing now. They just they talk. Waiting they sabi. The family want to hear ma. Waiting that no, you want my nile. Emma mugu my everything. But are you hearing me? Mugu knows everything. Man or follower or a victim. You don't know that he's a victim. It's very sad. We must continue opening the eyes of our people in this hallowed platform. Listen, continue listening.
The law.
No. Island, do you have your speaker with you? I want you to search a song on YouTube. It says, Maga, don't pay, shout hallelujah. Just search the music. I want you to play the music, please.
Blood of Jesus. Only for that.
They are even playing the music. They are happy. They are happy at your lamentation. What are you going to do about it? When you see IPOB, you say no IPOB. You even fight against IPOB. Then you see Igbo communities or Igbo unions in every part of the world. They don't discuss all these things. You bring it to them. They say, no, we don't want to politics here. What do you want us to do? It is for the Nigerian government. Listen, please. Mugu don't pay. Shout hallelujah. Mugu don't pay. You know that it is how all this. When you see Adebayo and all of them, Adekunle Abiola, all these pastors, Big Daddy Jews, when they are preaching, shouting hallelujah, they are looking at all of you Igbo people there, donators. When they say that, shout hallelujah against hallelujah. You are praying to Jesus. You don't know that you are a mugu. Listen to the Anaproge will be con listen.
clarify issue yẹn ṣe pé o bá sọ pé gbogbo àsọkọ ni a máa ń sá lọ́rùn ó yẹ ká mọ gbogbo lẹ́yìn tá a bá ń sọ ní gbogbo
stop. It's over. It's over. Don't let us talk about it again. Thank you. Anything we are doing on the ground, please, I want nobody to talk about it. Thank Jay Oshego. Please, don't let us talk about anything again. Whatever is happening offline, apart from what we are saying online, whatever is happening offline, don't let us talk about anything again. Thank you.
Yeah, that's much better, Mr. Asaza.
That is it. That is the Nigeria we are in today. Here from the Yoruba side. You know, that is it. You are now in a Obambo. You are making money. You are building in Lagos. You know, you don't consider nothing, only that your interest. Nothing. That money you are the same way you see a fly will follow, you enter into the nose of a dead body. Before you know, because he's eating there, he saw food, he don't care any other thing. Before you know, he will be wrapped and put inside the coffin, and 6 feet, the fly will follow him. That is how many of our people are. Once it comes to making money, making gain, they lose control. They don't care. They don't give no advice. When the thing backfires, you see them. They start shouting. Yeah, well, they are demolished. Do you know how many of our people that have died out of heart failure because of their demolition? Do you know what it means to build a house and they become demolished? Do you know what it means to destroy your means of livelihood? Do you know what it means? But sometimes you make it in the I say our late general went there. Is it not 90s? Went to trade fair. Or say Did they do anything about somebody like that? Talk to them. They didn't listen. Why will you pity them? The only thing is that because we are all together, we are brothers, they associate us together. That's the only thing, nothing more. Nothing more. And that is the shame. Because they see us we are all Mugus. You want to buy land in Lagos or Mugu don't come. They know how to treat you. Sometimes they collapse. Let me tell you, do you see somebody like Joe Ibukwe that is encouraging our people when we are shouting, please leave Lagos, bring back your investment? Joe Ibukwe say, I stand with you, don't go anywhere. Lagos is for all of us. Where is him today? He expressed shock and surprise for what happened, and that is it. People that have died have died. People that live their lose their means of livelihood have done. People lost their properties. Does it concern the J. Ibukwe? Did he come and pay you? Highest thing, he will give you pep talk. Don't worry, we are on top of it. I have spoken with the governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu, and he said this and that, and he assured me. Nonsense. And others are coming. They are doing others. So the Yoruba are striking their own. Are you hearing me? Whereas also the Fulani are on their own, striking their own. I put it on my timeline, Facebook timeline. That you see the movement, you see the Fulani terrorists on the move in their thousands on motorbike. They don't hide. They don't hide. They are moving. They are moving. They are moving. They are coming southwards. Just listen to this Barrister Darlington a bit. Listen to him a bit.
They refuse. If it is Christians that are doing this and they are doing a lot, will he still say what he said? They would have been shouting Araba, Araba, Araba like they did the first time. The North, you don't think that we are fools. So every time they speak as if they want one Nigeria or they love Nigeria. If you love Nigeria, is it not Northerners that went outside there to bring terrorists into Nigeria? No, tell me, was it mention one Christian? Even in Namdeka did not do that. Yeah, they are talking the one Nigeria one. You can see deceit. The Sultan knows exactly the cause of this insecurity. He knows where it's coming from. He knows the people that profess a particular religion that are behind it. Yet they will not even interrogate it or call a meeting for it. Every time Nigeria is a lie. It's a lie. Whether they like it, if we didn't do it, maybe our children will think better. That's the truth. This thing must not continue. The way these people act and behave is so annoying and so provocative. The other one, an Islamic clergy, at a sheikh.
Do you know why they are acting like this? They have the power. They have the power now. Don't you see how Donald Trump is talking arrogantly? Are you going to slap him? Who upon you? Because they are able to organize themselves. They are political. We are not. We are individualistic. Individuals can do nothing. Look at even in this struggle. Look at any slightest any person that is slightly disgruntled, he will run out. Turn against what we are doing. Turn against what he has even contributed to fight for. He turn against it. 180 degrees. You know, some people say human brain should be studied. They don't see this type of people. It's very rare on earth. Somebody will be fighting, promoting something, putting his effort. At a slightest disgruntlement, he can't keep quiet. Not that he will keep quiet and respect himself, no. He start campaigning against that thing that he also struggled, contributed to form. No, some people say they never see this type of people on earth. It's very rare to see them. That's why I say Igbo brain needs to be studied. Every research needs to be made on Igbo brain. Why they have this behavior? Why this type of behavior is very absurd. Very, very absurd. So, when you see Sultan of Sokoto talking, Sheikh Gumi speaking like that, as they are speaking, you know, they have the power because they are together. They can listen to themselves. They have a hierarchy. Not the Igbo man. Igbo man don't have the respect you have. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. So, until we change our character, honestly, we continue to learn from others. Just continue listening to this man.
Came out in the open and told the whole world that God told him to kill Tinubu's wife because she's an infidel. The first lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Somebody from your religion said it because of religious sentiment, and you are telling me Nigeria is Nigeria. You are talking to yourself, the Sultan. I won't agree with you because you people have used this religion to intimidate everybody since time immemorial. Everything you people do is all about religion. If it doesn't favor you, no. I remember when they want to run Miss Nigeria in Abuja. This time, because of religion, they took it to Calabar. Is that Christians? Did they behave like that? They don't even bother with you whenever they want to do something. They don't do it without caring. Is that not enough for people to say, look, we are leaving you people. Since you like violence, stay with your violence. We are going. Every time Nigeria is a lie. One day they will realize that we are not fools over here. I'm not joking. Because look at it yourself. How can you claim you love Nigeria?
We are absolutely out of time. We are absolutely out of time.
Into Nigeria, you are not talking about it.
Well, thank you very much, Barrister Darling.
That is it. That is the Northern Caliphate for you. That is the Northern Caliphate for you. I've played that of Yoruba. All of them, they are taking pound of flesh from us. Only one set of people. From this side and from this side. The Caliphate gave them, the Yorubas, the power. Say, oh yeah, deal with Igbo as you want. Do you remember? Kunle and Alhaji's phone conversation. Alhaji told Kunle that look, that Lagos will have special status, that you will be allowed to behave as your Lagos because it's your place. But people do not understand that even Lagos belongs to only the Lagosians there. They are not all Yoruba, for your information. Yoruba is a decent name. I've been saying it here for a long time. Yoruba is a decent name. They have the Igba, the Jebu, they have different names. But the caliphate that gave them this Yariba. I think Femi have explained it sometime many years back. That is it. So they are, as they are dealing with us in Lagos, the Northern Caliphate are doing their own heavy colonization. Because what is happening is complete colonization, Fulani colonization. Forget Fulani colonization. That is it. It is a state-sponsored terrorism, leading to colonization. That is how it happened. When you hear that Britain colonized the Europeans marched to Africa and colonized them, it's not something that happened in one day, please. It's not something that happened to Africa in one day. It's like that. As you are seeing the Fulani, what they are doing, that is the colonization, the process. But only they are marching. They are marching downwards, clearing road, clearing everything on their path. And you are still shouting, "Oh, Nigeria, what Nigeria?" You don't know that Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is gone. What? It is the complete Fulani, colonization, the procedure that they are in. Now, let me read just one or two news headlines before I open the line. Now, there is another new terror group linked to Boko Haram emerges in North Central. New terror group they are churning out these people. This is colonization. Oh, Chineke, complete colonization. New terror group Wulo. They are in. It's another name in North Central. That is in the Middle Belt. That is it. That is it. Wulo. Whenever they come, they go to a place. Now they will mutate into another name that is local. That is, but all going on the same. All are heading towards the same goal. Wulo. As they are fighting, they said they are fighting them only on the pages of newspaper. Come on. Why are Nigerians gullible? I'm asking. Why are Nigerians gullible? It's a problem. Why are Nigerians gullible, please? This is a problem, honestly speaking. The Fulani, they are on top. Fulanization is on top gear. You see them moving in bikes in their thousands. The Nigerian military, they don't see them. The Nigerian security forces don't see them. You will see, they will go, instead, they will trace and arrest maybe one poor citizen that is inside his room. maybe criticizing one commissioner, one politician. Now, there you see the force of Nigerian police, Nigerian military. They will go and arrest him. Who is that? They can trace the person. Even inside his room, they will trace him. You know, very, very sad. It is very, very sad, honestly speaking. But all this Wulu, Mahmuda, Boko Haram moving in their thousands. No, they don't see them. They don't see them at all. You know? Of Nasarawa State sounded the alarm during an expanded security meeting in Lafia, the state capital, warning that intelligence reports have identified the Wulu group as a splinter faction of Boko Haram, according to Delhi, Nigeria. According to the governor, the new terror network has begun to establish its presence in parts of North Central Zone, particularly in Kwara State, a development he described as this deeply troubling. You see, Governor of Nasarawa State, yeah, he's a Fulani man. Let me tell you, Nasarawa State was a complete Christian state. Nasarawa. 90-something% Christian, but today, no way. And their governor, their political elites are now all mostly Fulani. And when you see some non-Fulani, they are stooges. So, it's very sad. It's very complete, very, very sad indeed, honestly. You know. There is you know. So, what am I trying to say? When our people are thinking that everything is okay, I'm telling you, nothing is good. Nothing. Now, let me also read another news headline that was on 2 days ago. The same Sheikh Gumi, the terrorist that was deported from even Saudi Arabia, the birthplace of Islam. But he's professing Islam, which, you know, that deportation opened up who he is, who truly he is. Not about Islam, it's colonization. Had it been he was fighting for Islam, let me tell you, Sheikh Gumi would have been protected even in Saudi. But he's not. He's not. He's not even a Shiite. So that we say, oh, it is pro-Iran. No. He's a Sunni, complete Sunni. So they are hiding under the auspices of Islam in order to commit their terrorist activities of colonization. That is colonization of the indigenous people in Nigeria. But you know, the indigenous people in Nigeria are not sophisticated enough to understand this. They victimize, what the Fulani did is to victimize the Igbos. Now give every other indigenous population the right to collect pounds of flesh from the Igbos, so that they see the Igbos as the main enemies, the main targets, whereas they are doing their thing. The Fulani, they are doing their thing. Sheikh Gumi says Israel Hamas truce shows Nigerian government should pursue peace with bandits. He said this. Do you see an outcry? The answer is no. Nigerians are there. Everybody is focused on Igbos. He has been campaigning for the Fulani terrorists, the foreign Fulanis that were brought into Nigeria in order to help Buhari to get to power. Had it been, you know, these are the people that were committing genocides. The Fulani, honestly. Had it been good Lord Jonathan, or didn't move away from, didn't run away from office, you know, they would have burnt everywhere. They would have burnt everywhere. But they didn't do. You know, Jonathan saw that and said, "Oh boy, my political ambition. I mean, your blood the blood of Nigerians does not, does not merit my political ambition. That is it. And he ran away because he saw the looming danger. Because they are prepared. How prepared are you? People that are prepared, is it not people that can come together? Is it not? This is what IPOB has been trying to do, to push our people. Let us come together because there is danger in the horizon. It is fast approaching. But who are you talking? Who will talk? Who will talk to who? Huh? Who? They'll call you miscreants. This one says, he sabi more than. He can write more than you. He can talk more than anybody. He can do anything. He sabi more than. So you see that here we have anarchy in our brains. These are things that we should understand, and these are our setback. These are our setbacks, or the source of our setbacks. Lack of being together. Listen to this a bit, please. Is an analysis by somebody, please.
Organization. So I will not want to measure certain things, like I said, because of my work and what I do, and I just have to do that because that's what I signed before I took out this job. If you want to know the identity of those individuals who are killing or taking over your land or any territory in Nigeria, go to those communities. Just go there. Ask people who are currently there or who were there but they were displaced and are currently in IDP. Speak to them. Just come to them, sit down and speak to them. In 10 minutes, you will know who are occupying those territories. Now, I will not dispute the fact that this has different phases, but the end goal is incursion and take over your land. That's the end goal. There are those.
That is the end goal. Incursion and take over your land. Whether they are Wulo, whether they are Mahmuto, whether they are Boko Haram, whether they are Iswapo, whether they are called bandits, so all have the same goal. It's the same thing. Their end game is take over your land. That is the end game. But I know now, so our people are selling markets. They are trading.
Who will do their terrorism from the phases of economic aspect? That's those who do the mining, those who will kill farmers just to pass on the GMO madness. Those are the economic part. Then there are those, and then they will take over your land, because we know land is essential in everything in Nigeria or globally. Then there are those who comes in the form of insecurity. That's now where you have things like kidnapping, things like rape, things like burning down the communities, things like slaughtering people, indigenous people of that community, and then they move on. Now, there are those that comes in from our uniform personnel, whether our police, DSS, military, or army. These are trained individuals by the government. They work for government, and then at night they sell or they rent their weapon to these criminals or these terrorists. They carry out the attack, and then these things are returned back to them, and then they're being paid good sums of money for whatever reason. But the most important thing that we have to agree is that all this activity, all this terrorism that is being sponsored for different reasons, and there are those that are doing it purely for politics. Now, at the end of the day, the main goal is what the governor have said. And again, you don't have to agree, but again, if you have people within the DSS or NIA that are your locals, that you know them. These are your people that are either from a school or primary school before they join this armed organization. You have you know them very well, either at different level of relationship before they join this organization. Have a conversation with them. Let them tell you reality of things, not as that agent, but as person that you know. They will tell you these things. Again, let's know that our state, that is our federal and the state government, have capacity to disseminate and eliminate whatever that is happening in that country in terms of insecurity within 2 weeks in any state, including Borno State, including Yokora, including anywhere. But because the sponsors of this terrorism are also within the government, either they are political leaders or they are business tycoons, whom for whatever reasons, either the economic reasons or the political reasons or the regional reasons, there are always reasons to these things. But at the end of the day, if you want to know the genesis, go and watch Baraji Confession. Go and watch people like Rotimi. These things are there. Again, you don't have to agree. You agree, you don't agree. This is terrorism that are sponsored by very, very powerful people within our state. And when I'm referring to our state, federal, state, and local government. Now, if you remember when this thing started 2015, it has always been northeast, Bai, that's Borno, Yobe, Adamawa. We call them the Bay State, Borno, Yobe, Adamawa. It was there for a long time before Jonathan left power, or he was out of power, and then it extended to the other part of northeast. From northeast, it extended to north central. Now, based on what we see on ground, it is very clear that these guys have conquered northeast, they have conquered north central. Now they are moving towards southwest and south and southeast. So that now comes to the question: is there a looming storm heading towards southern Nigeria? It is very clear. You don't have to agree, but if you want to find it for yourself, visit those communities. Go there. In fact, you don't even need to visit there, because I know you may be in Akwa Ibom or be in Anambra. You have these drivers that travel across this state. Just ask them what is happening. Have a conversation with them. Just buy them a tea or buy them a lunch and have a honest conversation. They will tell you this is happening. The killers, we know them. The Nigerian people know them. The people who stay in these communities know them. Our security agencies know them. We have, government know their data. They know if they want to deal with them, they will deal with them. But in the words of the current president, that if you have to deal with these things, he's going to step on so many toes. And for that reason, he has a choice. Either he ignores it like nothing is happening, and then he watches it, how it plays out, and then if peradventure he's able to maneuver around and then come back to 2027, maybe he will be able to do something about it. That's one. Secondly, his another choice is he could say, fuck 2027. He will have to deal with this situation, whether we will bring him back or not. He will deal with this decisively, and then he will deal with decisively. Either way he takes, we cannot run away from the fact that we are being overrun by terrorists in our land.
That is the truth. We are being overrun by terrorists in our land. When you see our people that are not concerned, you are living in borrowed peace. Another terrorist group, Wulo Wulo, known as Wulo Wulo, is there. It has been formed. Wulo Wulo. How many did they kill in Kwara? They are coming down. They are coming down. Obadiah Lafia, he said let Dr. Obadiah Lafia. He told the Southerners not to rejoice, not to feel that they are not concerned on what is going on in the North and the North Central. That once they overrun them in North Central, they are coming down. And they are coming down. What are you doing about it? IPOB, we have been here. ESN was established in order to checkmate these terrorists. But many people are, ignorantly buying the Nigerian coin or side of the story. Their false flag operation, which they paid activated criminals in our land in order to cause havoc in the name of IPOB or in the name of ESN, and you fall for that game, very cheap game. You fall for it. Why then do you say you know something, you sabi? That is the thing. Polarization, false flag operations. That is the only way. Don't you see Obasanjo, what he said, that he used Igbo to kill Igbo? That is exactly what is playing. When the Nigerian government saw the Fulani Caliphate, they saw that, look, ESN mean business against them. They turned to plan B. Their next plan was to corrupt some, they can corrupt, initiate criminals, buy them, pay them huge sum of money in order for them to be using the name of ESN and be committing atrocities, so that the people, the population will hate ESN. Exactly. It's a very simple operation, but intelligent operation. So, but here, all the time we remind you that, look at what is happening for you to understand. And it is our duty to jointly fight this. It is not individual thing. Are you getting me? If the Nigerian Caliphate successfully use different methods in order to stifle and destroy IPOB, which they cannot, I am telling you, we are in for a long trouble. Who are you? Who is Igbo people turning to? Is it their politicians? Is it the Igbo Union abroad? Those that they don't care what is happening at all, they don't discuss it in their meetings. They are not coordinated. I used to say it. IPOB is outstanding because it is an institution, very huge institution, and we are coordinated. It's not, everybody in any country you are, do as you want. No, like Igbo Union. No. We are coordinated. We are coordinated. And that's why IPOB can give account of any of our family member, anywhere in the world. It's very easy. Do you see that? Can an Igbo Union do that? No. The answer is no. They are not coordinated. They are not coordinated. The Igbo Union in one country don't have official line or contacts with their neighboring country. No. All they go there, they discuss about how to cook and drink in somebody's, child dedication. How much to give to the person according to their bylaw. Somebody's father died, or he should be buried. How nonsense, mundane things. That is not even secondary, tertiary to our collective interest. Is what is primary to them. It's small boys. But their activities, they are like those of children. I'm telling you. It's only IPOB that is trying to cater for our collective interest. Our collective interest. And that's why you have to support IPOB. You have to support ESN, support IPOB. Forget about all these criminals they are using. You say, it's ESN. that is killing people. ESN never shed the blood of our people. It's impossible. It's impossible. What you see that is happening in our land is invasion of Nigerian government using their criminals. Pay the criminals. You have seen several times Gentle the Yahoo came out, he talked how they have met politicians including Hope Uzodinma and others that are sponsoring them to do dirty jobs. That is it. That is how they roll. That is how they roll. So, what am I trying to say? We should be wise. We should be wise and stop being Mugu to Yoruba, to Hausa, because of our individualism. We should be wise. There will be nothing like I, if not for the sake of we. That's where I'm going to stop. And we go into just few minutes break. When I come back, I'll open the line so that people can start calling in. Please, do not go away. I'll be right back.
Wait, before you go again, any more changes on name changes on the street, bus and street name changes? Any progress on that? Any more of those happening?
Actually, we have left the era of changing names. Now we are bringing down structures. Over 19 gigantic structures were brought down in a Alaba market, and there are video evidence. You see them lamenting, "Oh my God, we have been here for over 20 years, this and that, that and this." But we just said to them, we just want to know who owns Lagos.
It's not Alaba, it is the trade fair. And the patrons are Joe Ibokwe, the prominent Igbo people, Peter Obi, Ifan Yuba, the late Ifan Yuba, the Igbos that are the patrons of these particular places.
The owners of
demolished yesterday. Also in Jakonde, do we even need to say all these things? Because we need more.
Yes.
More is coming.
Sasa,
More is coming. More is coming.
I need to understand
the documents, apart from being illegal, the documents they have. You were not on Dangerous. Like when we played the song, Ubon the Maga. Maga is like somebody we have already, we have played. Somebody put it in the comment section. Somebody we don't see. Oh, client. Somebody is putting in that Maga. What we call Maga is like a client. Igbos are our client. They are giving us the money. Again, it's not your Maga.
Trying to not let the victim understand that he's going to be a victim. So you don't use a word like
anybody who call Maga is like a client. Mugu. Oh, Mugu. They are giving you the meaning.
Mugu is the victim, is the client that eventually falls victim.
Isn't Mugu? Okay, what's
like okay. Don't let me explain too much.
So basically a naive person.
Somebody who doesn't know anything.
When you have somebody
gullible.
Yeah, gullible, Maga, you get it.
Yes, yeah. When you have somebody that is still in the process, you call him Maga. So Maga is still a client. When he has already fallen a victim, it becomes Mugu. So as a Maga, I'm still trying to trade my land. Like, I have 20 acres of land. So I'll be telling Zaza, Farabale, Kuda, this is my Maga. So Zaza will now relax. Dr. Yao will relax. As soon as I finish selling the land to you, instead of you going to Dr. Yao to now get proper documentation, Dr. Yao already understood the fact that you are a victim. So when you come into Dr.
Right.
He will tell you, oh, don't worry, this land is for industrial purposes, not for residential. But you can still have your house there. You will go ahead. At the end of the day,
they played you basically.
That is it. So when you fall victim, you become Mugu. So now what I'm trying to tell you is that Igbo will forever remain our Maga. The law. No.
Island, do you have your speaker with you? I want you to search a song on YouTube. It says, My God, don't pay, shout hallelujah. Just search the music. I want you to play the music, please.
Blood of Jesus. Pray for that.
Shout hallelujah.
To clarify issue yẹn ṣe pé o bá sọ pé gbogbo àsọkọ ni a máa ń sá lọ́rùn ó yẹ ká mọ gbogbo lẹ́yìn tá a bá ń sọ ní gbogbo
Malade, stop. It's over. It's over. Don't let us talk about it again. Thank you. Anything we are doing on the ground, please, I want nobody to talk about it. Thank Jay Miami. Please, don't let us talk about anything again. Whatever is happening offline, apart from what we are saying online, whatever is happening offline, don't let us talk about anything again. Thank you.
And it was all about money. It was all about collecting money. The truth is that somebody had gone to North Africa, negotiated with Gaddafi. Gaddafi, who is was an international terrorist, all over the world, from the far west to the far east, said, I will help you, like I've been doing. I heard there are some young men. There are plans to kill Gaddafi, not in a palace coup, but through uprising. If it fails and you become president, I will retire to your country if you become president. If it doesn't fail, right now, he wanted to create a buffer. So he sent Saif al-Islam, go on YouTube and find out, to Niger with money, cash, millions of dollars in his boot, to recruit Tuaregs to go and fight in Libya. Sent his former general to Mali, why you still have insecurity in Mali. In Nigeria, they give crazy amount of money to that gentleman. Go and help these people with the intention of bringing them to fight in Libya. When Gaddafi died, they sat on the money. They kept on with the recurrent until after mentioning the name, and then they stopped sending the money. They became, now all these things are linked. They wanted Nigeria to burn if Buhari did not become president in 2015. I contested alongside Buhari for Senate. I contested for Senate in 2011. You have it on YouTube. He said, soaked in blood, the baboon and ever since he made that comment, I refused to go and campaign with Buhari. Refused completely. It didn't matter if I lost the Senate seat. I won it eventually. Insecure for a former president to say that you soak in blood. And then there was, Kaduna is my state. There was serious violence in Kaduna. Many houses were burnt. Emir's houses in Ongwansariki, Demna Abba had their houses burnt and all that, simply because of a statement. They went and brought in people from those neighboring places in readiness to remove Jonathan by all means. So the desperation of people to get Jonathan out of power has built up and added to what we call insecurity in Nigeria today.
So you're inferring that all what we have seen over the last few years as insecurity is orchestrated?
Of course.
And it's political?
Of course. Last year around this time.
This narrative.
Last year around this time. Whatever I tell you, I'll try to give you evidence. Last year around this time, we were just negotiating the release of our own nephew. And when he came out, what he said is not much different from what Nasir El-Rufai said. They complained that, and this young man is alive. He could come here tomorrow and you interview him. He's alive now in Zaria. He's alive. That, look, they are not making much money relying on these handouts from government. Each time they go out to operate, they make more money, like handouts in their hand. We kept negotiating. He's alive and he can come to this and sit with you, Shehu Akimbaloyi, and you interview him. This is a fact. But my grudge with Nasiru's statements is that he was part and parcel of APC from 2013. Like he told you, he was one of the architects of it all. All of a sudden, to come and absolve himself and call others. No, Nasiru is part and parcel of all that has been going on. We suffered, we are victims of Nasiru's misrule in Zaria. Go back December 2015, when a war was supposed to have been won in the Northeast. What business, what military and strategic business did an army chief have to come to Zaria for a convocation, not of NDA, graduation of recruits, privates, choosing to follow the route where the Shiites were holding. All these things were orchestrated. They knew the exact hour, the exact minute that he was coming to pass, because they had the technology, and 800 people were killed because they wanted to raise down the temple that was built. These things were carefully doctored and orchestrated.
These are heavy allegations that you are making.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from our province of Biafra. And we are here live and direct. Today is the 15th day of October 2025, being Wednesday. Obochi Nkwo. Our lines are now opened. Our WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I repeat once again, +61 405 142 547. You can call us and give us your view on the issues of discussed. Meanwhile, you continue listening, please. But you can call in. As I said, our WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547.
In Nigeria, another 50 Christians have been gruesomely murdered in the ongoing genocide in Nigeria. Frank Uto, a Nigerian lawyer and native of Yelawata, joins us now. Frank, these 50 that have been killed recently, you were talking with me before we got started about the manner in which they were killed. It wasn't, a bomb or something. This was a gruesome event. Can you tell me how these 50 people died?
The way they kill our people is in the most horrific, the most gruesome, the most cruel manner anyone could ever think. It will make even the devil to shiver. Because what they do is that when they come around, you run into your hut, into your house. And then what they do is that they will now, cycle the house with fear. They will lit fire on the house. And then when you are coming out, they will now hack you down with machete. So they're cutting you as if they are cutting a piece of wood. Not as even they are killing a wild animal. You don't even kill a wild animal that way. So they'll bust your brains with machete and you see spillage of brains. I believe you've seen some of these very horrific pictures. They are so graphic. I have hundreds of them in my phone right now. These are my siblings. These are my cousins. These are people I know so well. I know almost 80% of these people. As a matter of fact, some of them, I spoke to some of them a week before that thing happened. And anytime we speak, we talk with dread. We know that we are living on time bomb. We know that these things will come again. So every time I try to give them an advice, to keep their eyes open. But that was what happened. Look, there are two of my aunties who were pregnant. One was pregnant with a twin, with twins. They split open the.
As we listen, caller on Signal, Mazi Fanny, can you hear me? Please go on. Caller on Signal, please go on. Welcome to the program.
Yes, Mazi Jonathan, I can hear you.
There, Mazi. Yes, go on. You are coming out.
Now,
go on, yes. Mazi Fanya, you there? You are. Hello. Yes, go on. Yes, go on.
Sir.
Mazi, go on, please. Go on. Your connection is shaking. Go on. Mazi, go on. No. Listen, your connection is not good. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. There, Mazi. Welcome to the program. Please go on.
Okay, thank you. My name is Chukwemano, and I'm speaking from my location. And thank you once again, Jonathan, as always. I greet my leader, Mazi Jonathan, the man who set up this platform to expose so many things. I greet him once again. Yes, I listened to the clip you played now. Just like other times, so many things have been revealed about what is happening in Nigeria. So many, including our leader, Mazi Jonathan, for so many years. But what baffles me is that all these years, our leader have been broadcasting, exposing all these things. What have Igbo man learned from it? Was a big question. Because you play a clip of where Yoruba people are mocking Igbo stupid, foolish people who are buying land and building house without sense. Do you know that education of Igbo man is a waste? Does it mean anything? Those people from the north that not attend even a school once, they have sense more than Igbo educated fools we have today. It is better somebody have sense of reasoning than having money become stupid and foolish, like what we are seeing today. Bible saying no to mkpụrụ okwu zuru onye maara ihe. Onye maara ihe agwaghị otu mkpụrụ okwu ya baa n'isi. Ya were ya ghọọ mmadụ. But okwe hụrụ onye nzuzu. Gwa ya okwu 200 times. He still remain where he is. Nnamdi Kanu have suffered for Igbo as a race. And they are doing more than what today? Look at what is happening in Igbo property in Lagos. Where is Igbo leaders? Where is Ohanes? Where is Igbo politicians? Where is Igbo traditional rulers? Where is Igbo religious leaders? All of them are hiding in their hiding place. But this rain will fall on top of all of them. At the end, if they refuse to come up and support IPOB, now they have the chance to do so. Because I have never seen a thing like this since I was born. That a people will occupy a position as a leader. What they are doing is to sell their people, to betray their people, to sabotage their people for their own benefit. They have rendered Igbo race to zero nothing. Because right now, if you feel your business is to sabotage IPOB, don't worry. A time will come. If you are alive, you regret why you do so. Nnamdi Kanu have suffered so much that you can never see any more person like Nnamdi Kanu for another 1,000 years. If you venture foolishly, disgraceful, disappoint yourself by forming all kind of idiots, say you are fighting for Biafra, except IPOB. You are not fighting Chinasamoru. You are not fighting Chikedoziem. You are fighting Igbo as a race to destroy Igbo, which you are involved. Look at Joe Igbo. Somebody is calling Joe Igbo and Peter Obi as a patron of Igbo leader in a so-called market in Lagos. Look at Joe Igbo, a criminal that they killed his brother in Anambra State, and he go to Lagos and stay in Lagos. Today, he's a leader. They're calling him a leader as Igbo leader. And that is what we are suffering, because they pretend from the beginning, when they came to Igbo land, they start to kill genuine, installing criminals, giving them Bible, baptizing them. This is what we are seeing today. That's the answer of what the British did. Those people that did that at that time, 99% of them have died. And what they sow is what we are seeing today. The evil they did. They use Hope Uzodinma as an example for this present time. If you go to most states, all the traditional rulers, the politicians, all the offices is made for criminals. And that is what Britain, the white people, want to sow in Nigeria. So Nigeria will be a kind of a place that when you hear that in Nigeria, you will run away. Mazi Jonathan, before I stop, thank you very much for your courage. And I encourage anybody who understand that this is the only chance we have. If we fail this opportunity, say bye-bye to Igbo as a race. Anywhere you find yourself, that is the end of you and your children. If you fail to support Chikedoziem, Chinasamoru, DOS, this is the time. If you fail, don't worry. You know something now. Igbo people, that is how stupid you are. You will be sorry in a twinkle of eyes, because I have never, since I was born, I have never seen a people like this. I never see a people like this. Never. Something is hitting you. Your house is bullied down. You are made. And you cannot open your eyes. What the hell of people?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, and God bless you, my brother.
Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
I can hear you loud and clear, Mazi Jonathan.
Please go on.
My name is Mazi Jonathan, calling from Ghana. By the special, this is my first time of calling. Thank God that we are not in that. Mazi Jonathan, the program you are doing today, and let me tell you one thing. The people are calling us Mugu, or Maga. I think that word they use itself is not a bad word, because there are people behaving more than Mugu. Because the way our people behave, we are talking about our people. Last time I went to Lagos, if you see what our people is doing in Alaba, Mazi, if you see what our people doing in Alaba now, you will ask yourself, how can these people be doing this now at this point in time? Can't they see what is going on? In short, I don't understand our people. That is why now we are laughing. Look at the look at the way they are laughing at us. And this thing what people are doing is a long time program. We know from day one that this time will come. Let me tell you how people are. I'm sorry to use that word. The Yorubas knows that Nigeria is not fixable. They know that Nigeria will disintegrate. And they are taking advantage of our people in order to claim their land. Because they know that if that the Igbos that have property in Lagos, that it will be a government by government, people will claim their property. That is what they want to make sure that those properties, they destroy them and take their land. Man, let me tell you, I lived in Lagos for many years. You see, our people, 85% of them, let me know why, that have properties in Lagos, none of them have CO4. They don't give them CO4. You don't buy the land. Even self, not only that, when you buy a land, like Naira, they will backdate, they receive, they will give you, they will backdate it to something. That's the day they will give you. But our people doesn't reason. Because, in short, I don't know what to do our Igbo people, especially. The way money blindfold them. What people are doing today is not an incident. It is a long time agenda. The way the Fulani have long time agenda, right away from Ottoman and Fulani. The same thing with Yoruba people. Because when we are in Lagos, we are even laughing at the way they are selling their land. Sometimes we are laughing at them, they are selling even where they go, not knowing that we are the men who go. We are talking today. So, but my question is, have our people ever learned? Can they learn from what is even happening now? Even now, they can, when they go up to it, now, they can recover some of their things. But the problem is, they don't understand, man. They don't understand. But the only thing is that what IPOB is doing is what we are supposed to do. Because one of them, I would do too. Even if you said it, that they should forget about all those properties, that they're going to get it back. But none of them is ready for this. Even when they hear Biafra say, man, I went to Lagos, if you still have Biafra 13. Even I was listening to programs, I did now. But now you are listening like this. So, my brother, the right thing we are doing to educate our people. If they want to learn, let them learn. If they don't want to learn, they will learn it in the way as we are learning today. Thank you, Mazi.
There were Mazi. There were, that is it. You know, when you don't want to learn, you learn it the hard way. That is what is going on, honestly. This, our people's lack of organization is a sickness. is a sickness. The inorganizability of our people is sickness. That is it. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, Mazi. How are? One lady, I'm calling from the US. Thank you so much for them. So, what's going on with our people say, lack of consciousness, lack of our people lack deep thoughts, and also complicated with selfishness, and that selfishness came from lack of empathy, for a fellow person, and that also came from the process of dehumanization of not just Igbo, but other ethnicity in that space, but most especially in Igbo. When you dehumanize somebody, it's not just the eating person like an animal, but also creating a process to remove some human attributes from the person, like that empathy. Even Nigerians are behaving like animals because they have been dehumanized through a process of complex colonization by not just the British Empire, but also the Fulani Caliphate. Like I've said multiple times, onye hụrụ ihe mere that landmark na Lagos, mụnwa hụrụ ya ahụla that no mụnwa ka ihe ahụ na-eme, and therefore ụdị ihe ahụ mee gị, shouldn't you take precaution? Ị ga-eche ka o mee gị directly when in fact o mego nwanne gị. Why is just not social media? This has been happening since the time Erufai Chiri Abuja Okwia. There were demolitions in Abuja.
Yes.
So what have still, but our people lack empathy. Our people, and one idiot na casgate IPOB on Facebook account or on the edge gonna cut here Zenkome. Imakwa ihe the deep money dị na ijide ezigbo ego ị na-eme ka ndị ejiri ego aghọta ihe na-eme ihe ọ na-eme na ọwụ ndị obere mara ka ya na-eme ihe a na omechi ihe a na ya chịkọọ ya ọnụ sharp were ihe a nara ego na bank oke a na-akọta ihe ụdị ihe anyị na-akọta na aba a na-akọtọrị ọnụ ya Zenkome ihe ọnụgo ndị na-eshi ụkpa bụ ndị ụkpa na ama ihe Zenko na-eme onye ego. Another place ndị Igbo nwa na-ekwukwa see, how can you tell an Igbo person to invest in the East? Njide ego m now nchime development, what kind of returns can you get in the East? And couple to ihe equal now, do they think that Dangote Amoro no game with their much higher returns in the East? But he's thinking like a group, because all of them when Nigeria is gonna end. Yeah, ha na-eme dokara union na adokata na agada nke ya. So ndị amaha bụ ndị iberibe amara mgbe ekere ukwu ka na-eme nkụkwa ka na-eme one Nigeria. Ha na ha so na-eme one Nigeria, while all the resources from your land eji eme one Nigeria mechie ego anya na-eme one Nigeria na-adọkara from your land na-develop nke ha. Mgbe ike gwụrụ ha, they say, okay, you can have your Biafra. Go ahead, go. You can have your Biafra. And another thing the idea of quick money, turnover, can make it turnover. Now, retire 2 years now, without thinking. The clock one day one behind rent those places. Okay, how can I destroy their properties? So, but I thank God for IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu. And so Nnamdi Kanu that the victim. Yeah, the last time Nigeria 2017, I was trying to buy a property in Lagos, and as God will have it, I started listening to Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah, this one Nigeria no go work. Lagos. I used it and bought land in East. With cool body, nothing to worry about. And yet, some other people, and I got up till today, to Lagos. So, what is the Radio Nigeria? Radio Nigeria. You build a sense of consciousness. You build a sense of deep thought. Go happy about the mindset of 2 + 2 = 4. Bring 4 million, make again, and cover, and gahi and jebutozo. Beyond that, they are not capable of sophisticated thought, especially when it comes to social and political issues. Just incapable of that. But thank God for IPOB. Thank God for Radio Biafra. Thank God for Mazi Jonathan Chinedu. Thank you.
Yeah, Mazi, that is it. That is it. Sophisticated thinking. That is what IPOB. That is why when you are talking in the midst of people, they know, no, you are an IPOB member. Because we reason sophisticated. We are not people that think one way. Caller was on signal. Mazi Fanyi, please. I know you are back. It will be better now. I think so. Can you hear me? Please go on. You'll be the last caller.
Yeah, yes, I hear you, Mazi Jonathan. Mazi Jonathan, good evening, sir. My name is Mazi Fanyi. Mazi Fanyi calling from his location. I thank our HODs. I thank our leader. Mazi, in fact, let me just chip my own. It is time that we stop crying for our people in Lagos, because they are the one that are doing themselves. Mazi, our internal leader, Ojukwu, went to Lagos and they wept. And they cried for our people to return their property back to home. Our people refused to hear the voice. It's like that time our people began to, cover swamp, start, building more things in Lagos. And they do yeye to the voice of our internal leader. Use his voice to do yeye. Look at it now. Our people now are magas. Mumu people at Lagos. See how Yoruba people are making jest and the funny and the idiotic of our people, because our people refuse to hearken the voice of our internal leader. Likewise, our leader Mazi Jonathan Chinedu still crying, shouting, telling our people to return their property back to home. They refuse. Now, this is what they are facing, and we are crying for them. Mazi, in this your program, I said that only Lagos alone can single-handedly sponsor this struggle. This our struggle for which to go home. Only Lagos alone can do what is there. Only Lagos alone. But then we refuse to bring money. Then we use that money, go and close swamp for Yoruba people. Clear the dustbin, where then they park the dustbin in order to build mansion. Now they have seen the consequences. Mazi, to tell you the fact, let me know, I will not mistakenly say that. You see IPOB, why Chukwu Kabiama brought IPOB is not for this our generation. It is for the coming generation. Mazi, take it from me. Because this our generation have already wasted. Nothing that we will tell them that will make them to bring their property back to home. Because this orientation and the strong building of reasoning, they not start from the beginning. After the war, our people run back to Lagos and the northern side and start building mansions. Mazi, this is our struggle. This IPOB is building coming generation that will take place in this our Biafran land. That will fight and they fight for everybody's right in this not this generation, Mazi. Because I'm going to Mapata. If tomorrow night we see another person try to cover Bar Bridge to build mansion, you will see them tomorrow. Mazi Mechko Kabiama, bless you. Our people never see something yet. Then we will finish them for that Lagos. Then we come with empty bag. Nylon, now they will carry come back. They never meet anything. Thank you, Mazi. We must continue to get our freedom.
There we go. Thank you very much. Call on, what's up? Please go on. Go on. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? No, it seems he's gone. So this is where I'm going to switch off the phones. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. What we are doing here is to activate our people's mentality positively, so that we stop being their MAGA, the Yoruba MAGA, and we become proactive instead of reactive. Every time we are victims, right from 1970. Why is it so? At times you come in our lives, we start thinking collectively. You know, I've been saying it that civilization 101 is organizability. A people that are inorganizable are virtually primitive. I am telling you. It doesn't matter however you see it. It doesn't matter the talents we have as individuals. Without organization, without being able to organize ourselves, that talent means nothing. That is the reality of life. So, the first thing is being organizable, and that is politics, being political in nature. You know, human being is a social animal, and that is why we say that human being is a political animal. It's a political creature. That is it. Because we care not only for ourselves, because we need ourselves. We care for the survival of our race, the survival of our family, of our race, of our nation. You understand? So, but when we only start caring for ourselves, so our private interests, selfish interests, it shows that we are still primitive. I've given you this example, and let me say it again about Dangote. Dangote is according to Forbes, he is the richest person in Africa. He is a Nigerian from the north. He has invested in the north, invested in the southwest, but he never invested anything in the Biafra region, which is the east. But he has his trailers that are causing havoc in the east, killing people, burning everywhere, killing people. That is political thinking when it comes to the Nigeria situation. Because while our people are shouting one Nigeria, the others they are shouting it with only the north and the southwest are shouting it, but with only playing lip service. Whereas their main thing is their nation, protecting their collective interests of Yoruba, of Fulani, nothing more. Our people took Nigeria wholeheartedly, swallowed this Nigeria hook, line, and sinker. That it has been backfiring on us up till date. This too much 100% belief in Nigeria, it has been killing us. That's why Zogo planned a coup, yes, in order to make Nigeria better, in order to install a Yoruba person, which he felt unjustly imprisoned. Awolowo is an Igbo man that thwarted that military coup in 1966, which is Agin Ironsi, even together with our eternal leader Ojukwu. You know, so you see that, you know, our people are not interested in anything concerning our own national collective interest. I'm not talking about Nigeria. Nigeria is not our nation. Our nation is Biafra, Igbo nation. You have that is the thing. You have to consider your nation first. Your race, your tribe, call it anything. Nigeria is just it's a geographical entity, as explained by Awolowo, Chief Obafemi Awolowo. It's just a geographical entity. There is no Nigerian, as you can see. I'm a French or I'm an English. No, there is no Nigerian. What you have is Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba. That is it. Tripod. So, while others are protecting their own private selves, only the Igbos are interested in making Nigeria everything big. You know, they are interested in Nigeria, nothing more. And that is what has been backfiring on us. Started from Azikiwe till Agironsi till Kaduna Nzogu till Agironsi till Ogo. That is it. And that is bad politics. Misunderstanding of the situation and playing the subsequent politics. That is what is worrying us until today. Everybody is interested in his private interest. Go build, make your money, build your this and no political consideration of ourselves. No. There is no consideration of our collectivity in whatever you are doing. I give you instances. I continue giving you instances. And do you remember when there was a problem, the killing of Fulani cows, something like that in Aba? I know it's a four-flag operation during the time of Okezie Ekbazo. The Ariwa Constitutive Forum, they called their people living in East to return back. Before you know, there are hundreds of lines of vehicles that we are returning back. That is it. There are people that we are there that we are doing well. I can tell you. In Onisha, in even Iguacha, the Ariwas, but they leave all those things. That is political decision. Political decision overrides your private decision. Just as we see Zenko bought land. Yes, when you look at that land he bought, he can make his profit. Maybe under 10 years he will blow more. Yes, private interest. Yes, no problem about it. But political consideration is when people around him sit him down, say, "Enyi, ale ikoro, Ima, aina, you are in a consequent bad example by buying this land, because Anna seen the buy God develop our land. Yes, he can make a profit, but hapo Kenya, because you are showing bad example. Okay, make with some people, as you bought this land, other Igbos will come. You will sell it to some part of it to Igbos too. They will build, which means you again going against our collective interest to your private interest. If he's knowledgeable enough, he will consider it. He say, okay, yes, you are right. I leave it. That is political consideration. Because you should know that it overrides your individual interest. The political consideration. It doesn't matter how much you are going to gain from it, you leave it. Yes, it is true. But many of our people don't care about that. They tell you, boy, don't even interfere in my private business. No, it's none of your business, not my money. With bad mouth. With bad mouth. Some of all these people that are crying now, their houses are being demolished. It didn't start today anyway, but maybe some of them, if they tell themselves the truth, when they were buying the land of building, maybe one person, a friend or one person will tell them, give them just, buy guarantees. It's better. Why not? Don't buy this. It's not good. It's, why not? Don't you see how even others have been, only tiger, give him that idea. Just maybe one person out of 1,000. We come and tell him, no, why not this thing? Why not buy land? Why not Ghana? He will not listen. It's when this thing happen, when you meet all of them, you will see few of them that will say yes, that somebody at one time or the other told me, but I disregarded it. That is political consideration, because it is over your political consideration covers your private interests, because there is nothing like I, or there will be nothing like I without we. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's we that covers I. That is one very difficult thing that our people fail to understand. We continue explaining it. Collectivity is the best. You see what the Fulani, they have been waging war. Do you think that they are not losing people? Many of them are being killed. You see, they send their forward men, their forward scouts as headsmen to go into bushes and live. When they say they propose, how many times ranches have been proposed, even in Niger State? And other people say, come, we give you good life, light, everything. Take the ranch and stay there. They say, no. Instead, they prefer sending their Fulani into bad life, inside bushes where they will die of malaria, of say a fly, of snake bites. They love it because it is a political decision. It's not about the safety of that individual Fulani person. For people to understand what political consideration means. Are you getting me? So, it is not about it is not about your interest. Rather, you have to consider political consideration. It means you have to check the collectivity, the interest of the collectivity of the people in what you are trying to do. What is it going to signify? Is it going to defy our order that, people should be going back to invest? Don't invest. Stop buying landed property in Lagos. You have the money, you see a place to buy, but you say no. Instead of this, let me not even because of my private security, or safety, no, but because in order to obey that, so that to encourage others not to buy from there. You leave Lagos, you say, no, yes, I can buy land here, I can build, I can make more money, but I'm going to the east. It's better. That is political consideration. And that is what we are lacking. Everything is about our private interest. Everything is about what you are going to get now. That mercantile mentality is about, profiteering. That profit, making profit now, and that is it. Without it, you don't see beyond that profit you are making, or you want to make. You don't see the trap that is there. I don't know it is late anyway, but let me give access to Mazi Patrick. It seems you want to say something, please. Go on before I close. Mazi Patrick, can you hear me?
Yeah, I know. I can hear you. I know you are closing.
Yes.
You are closing. You are closing. Yes, thank you for giving me the opportunity, Mazi, to contribute. The topic you are dealing with is very, very important. All of us have listened to that TikTok program that was organized, and when you listen to the question that came from a pure British accent in that conversation, the lady with the British accent asked them to update her about the level of demolition. I don't know if you did you play it in this program?
Of course. It started by asking. It started the progress made on changing the name, changing names. Yes. Yes. Before entering the demolition.
What I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, and I believe this voice. That voice is not a voice of a Yoruba person. It's not a voice of a black person.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That voice is a pure, clean British accent and a white person. You know, so you understand that most of the things that is happening to us, even before independence, had always been British manipulation. The hatred that you see the rest of Nigeria have against Igbo, we are propaganda of the British, because of the role we played in the emancipation of of Nigerians. The British saw us as the obstacle that they have with the continuation of their colonization. You know, so they started telling the rest of Nigerians that Igbo people are bad, that Igbos are their problem, that Igbos, you know. So, Mazi, I don't know if I'm relating, you know, and that manipulation have continued up to today. You know, so even before the independence of Nigeria, there was already Igbophobia generated by the British. They did that to disenchant the rest of Nigerians, believing that the rest of Nigerians will stand against the independent, which happened actually in the north. You saw that when the rest of the south were ready for independence, the north said they were not ready for independence, because the British told them that Igbos, if you go into independence with the Igbos, they are more educated, they are more ambitious, they are, they are ahead in education, they are, that you are going to be their slaves. And that was why Sadana of Sokoto in his interview said that he's not ready to entertain Igbos in their region, because this was what the British told him.
Mazi, but if I may ask a question there.
Yes.
Why is it that when Lugard tries to dismantle the Sokoto Caliphate,
yes,
the elites there, they begged him not to do so, that they have a structure. They had a structure already, so that structure should be left, which is structure of governance. Now, why is it that they are saying that they are not ready for independence? Because before Britain come, they were governing themselves. That is a question also that comes into my mind.
No, Maz, it's not a question of them governing themselves. It's a question of them joining Igbos for independence. Maz, you don't even understand. They didn't have issues governing themselves. The issue they had was sharing the same country with me and you.
Yes.
Maz, I don't know if you understand the...
Yes.
They not themselves knew.
But they should have been confident with that their structure to use it and say, okay, at least we can tell, even if we are in the same entity with the Igbos, these people, we can also deal with them because we have structures already. I don't know whether you understand what I mean.
No, Mazi, that is not the point. The point is, even the Sadano of Sokoto was even telling Zeke that they have to let us look at our differences. It is these people that really understand what they wanted.
Yes, it's true. That one is true.
It is we that doesn't know what we want.
Do you know why? Because we, as I was saying, we like one Mazi that called that we are not sophisticated thinkers. We always take everything for very easy. Mazi, don't you see how people can come here or even on social media? IPOB should do this. God, this Mazi down the car. Yeah. Very simple, because they don't consider that, the sophistications inside. So that has been our people. We take everything very easy. Everything is easy. Mere looking without thinking deep about it. Mazi, please go on.
So you say this attitude in our business life. You see it the way we respond politically. You see it in our business life. We are not deep thinkers. We are not. We easily give out trust. We easily trust. We try to be accommodating to others even when we are being hated. Now, coupled with the religious mindset that was also introduced to us. You understand what I'm saying? When you now look at our lifestyle, coupled with that religious introduction of, if they slap you with one, if they slap you on one side, and give the other side, so that is why our life is so complicated. That is why our life is so complicated. And that is why it was also very easy for our people to jump into Nigeria back immediately after the Civil War without sitting back to have a sober reflection.
They say everything is okay. No, everything is okay. That thing, very easy. Easy life, easy. Mazi, God.
So that was why it was also very easy for our people to jump back into Nigeria, and the people that were killed in the north returned even back to the north again where they were killed. They didn't look back to take stock of their experience, to be able to come to terms with a new strategy to approach the Nigerian system. Yeah, to some extent, we are adventurous. It plays to our advantage. We are hardworking people. We try our best to see how we can live up. But at the end of the day, there are a lot of things that we lack that we have to start looking into to be able to call. Because if we continue like this, we'll be completely exterminated. Mazi, do you know that if not for IPOB, we wouldn't be having this type of conversation? Do you know that if it was not if not for IPOB, there wouldn't have been any form of Ndi Igbo even having the opportunity to organize themselves? Because we're like cows and goats, that everybody is just scavenging, looking. There was no coordination as a people. You understand what I'm saying? In fact, that me and you are even, that our mind is even open and that we can even have this conversation is because of the establishment of IPOB. If not, even these people that are in Lagos building and destroying would have even been better than me and you, because even we would have been part of them. But everybody cannot wake up at the same time. We just have to keep educating. It might take centuries. It might take a very long time. But we have to keep educating. Now, Mazi, when you look at all the people that are investing in Lagos, These are people who didn't have that kind of formal education. So when you talk about them not being politically advanced in terms of thought, in terms of reasoning, you also look at their limitations academically.
Mazi, can I say something here also? I can also challenge a bit because I don't see this this education or Western education as a catalyst to our how can I put it, to our enlightenment
It has nothing to do with Western. It has nothing to do with Western.
Yes, when you talk about academics, because
when we look at,
I call it common sense, Mazi. Common sense. You can see somebody that is not academically high, but he has common sense to make decisions.
When it comes to education,
yes.
When it comes to education, you can only learn what you are taught. Now, most of the people that are putting up investment that are successful in business are people who went through this apprenticeship process of Eba boy. And while they were in that process of that Eba boy, those people who put them through that process never brought that awakening for them to really understand the other side of the danger of making investment in certain areas of the country, in certain parts of Nigeria. Because if in the process of this apprenticeship program, that the people who put them through in that angle of buying and selling and trade had brought this thing we are discussing now into their subconsciousness. Mazi, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. It would have stick in their head. It would have stick in their head. So what I'm trying to say is that we need to inculcate this program for the next generation. We need to inculcate it into this apprenticeship program for them to understand that you cannot make certain investment in certain areas in Nigeria. Because if there is anything that we have to achieve in this age as it stands today, is our ability to indoctrinate the next generation to start seeing the danger of what will come in the future based on past experience and the present experience. Mazi, I don't know if I'm making sense to you. So that people who will go through apprenticeship system going forward will be indoctrinated into understanding the political angle of business transactions, that there are certain parts that it is even better for you to go and buy a house in America than to buy a house in Lagos. Because your business is more secured in somewhere like Spain or Italy or any part
Mazi, you are going far, even in Cotonou, even in Benin Republic, Mazi, than in Lagos, I'm telling you.
You know, so we need to inculcate, we need to just like also the process of the Biafra struggle. It's not going to end with us. We need to also indoctrinate the next generation to understand the Biafra struggle. Because if by tomorrow I step out and I'm no more, Mazi, somebody has to take my position. My own chapter might be closed tomorrow morning. We need to train people to continue from where we stop, so that we will not make also that mistake of not leaving the structure, of not creating a structure. Because why is it that we started afresh in this struggle for Biafra restoration? Because no structure was left behind after the war for our people to have built upon to continue the struggle. Mazi, I don't know if I'm making sense. No structure was built, no structure was left behind for the eventuality that it should Nigeria didn't meet up with the 3 R's, the reconciliation, the reconstruction, and the whatever promises that were made, that will fall back to this structure to continue this. No structure was put in place. No structure was put in place for any eventuality. And in this generation, we cannot make the same mistake of the mistake, the mistake of the past. We cannot repeat it. We have to build a structure that will continue, so that even if it's going to take us another 30 years to restore Biafra, my dear brother, we must put the structure that will make it happen. This is all I have to say for now, Mazi. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is it. That is from Mazi Patrick Ikem of BTV. So, the issue is this. When people insult us by calling us their eternal mugu, we need to be gingered positively in order to show them that we are not. Otherwise, I did cry. We must be, we must be I call it sophisticated in our thinking, in our businesses. Not only considering the amount of money this thing we give to you, because we are in a country that have shown us that without being political in whatever we are doing as a people, we are gone. We will be suffering. We have to learn from others. When we say, oh, one Nigeria is for us, we use our 100%, carry it. And you now see that others are trickish. What do? You become trickish. You be tricking like that. Just like, for example, you are pushing a car. 6 of you are pushing a car. Now you use your whole force. Put it. When you are using your whole force, you see that even the whole thing is only you that is doing it. What will you do? You release your force a bit. Because you see that you will be seeing that others are adding maybe 10%. They will pretend as if they are pushing, push, but they are maneuvering, manipulating, so that you that is the mugu, you carry it 100%. When you realize that, what do? You slow yourself so that everybody will put equal share of his force. That is Nigeria. But since Nigeria, we have put all our force, energy to build Nigeria. But Britain has been making us to understand that Nigeria have honor. It's not us. So what do? We need to go back to our shell and replan and say, okay, anything we are doing about Nigeria now, we use our number 6. When will our people understand this? Because if our people understand this, they will no longer start investing as they used to invest anywhere in Lagos. Niger State, everybody. No, we use our number 6. Make on take them easy. This one no be our land though. If you build finish tomorrow, in the next few years, they will start telling us that we are strangers here. So, me on a no go buy you. We want to keep quiet. That is political consideration. Sophisticated thinking. Not only what you are going to gain there, now, so now it happen here. Come on, you call your brothers or politician from Onitsha. Building. No. The people we are dealing with are more politically wiser than us, honestly. That's why after the war, 1970, the Northerners made sure to attract Igbos again, by treating them very well. Some that had houses there, they collected rents for that 3 years of their absence and gave it back to them. I've said it the other day. Gave them land. They say, come, even bring your brothers. No animosity. We are going. No. We are one Nigeria now. No problem. You don't know that they were bringing, they were setting a bet. And for you, as Mazi said, we are easily convinced, we easily trust. Hey, now these people, they are good though. Now, wow. You don't know that there is something at the back of their minds. And you can, as you are just direct thinker, you don't think sophisticatedly. You say, oh boy, these people good though. You invest everything you have, your heart, everything. You don't know that they are counting on 20 years coming. Once you bring people full, Igbo's food, they invest, build everything, now they hold you hostage. That time they will tell you, hey, you are strangers here, know your limits. The house you have there, you can no longer take it. Because you cannot uproot your house. you can no longer uproot your house. That is, wise people. But you now that is you don't have any political consideration, no sophistication in thinking. You see that land cheap. Na Emeka, na me wanna live back home, come here. Na everybody cool, everybody very good. Me gonna come buy land, very cheap. Even before you these people, they are here. Even almost free of charge. You don't know that they are betting you. They are betting you. Those people they are completely more knowledgeable, more wise. They are wiser than you 1,000 times. They are investing, but for a long time. That's your investment, that's your house, that's your buildings. They will use it to hold you hostage, so that you no longer have a say. Now they will be using it to threaten you. You people should not do anyhow, otherwise you don't you see, every time it's what they used to threaten us. It's what they used to say. You Igbos, one time they said, we can even dash you the whole northerners in the east. They are nothing. But it is your billionaires that are in the north. So it is for you to choose. They usually make political statements so that you keep quiet and bow to them, bow to their tone, or bow to what they want. That is it. When they were investing all those things, you were calling them good people. Oh, Nandia, hey, these people are very good. Oh, maybe 30 years ago, they accommodated you in order to attract you. The same way when you are fishing with a line, you put a bet, worm, as a bet. If a fish eats it, it shakes. Now you release the line a bit, release it, so that the fish will swallow it more and more. That is the bet. Now, when the fish thought that, he have gotten a food, he have swallowed it, and you know that now he have hooked in a place whereby no more, the hook can no longer get out without bringing the fish to you. You strike. That is the way they do. That is political thinking. This is what we don't have, and we continue building it. Creating this awareness, and that is what IPOV is for. To organize us, because without IPOB, which other Igbo group, which other group will organize us as a people? No, tell me. Is it World Igbo Congress? So some people, they don't even know what is happening. From time to time they release the president this thing that is happening, Igbo welfare worldwide. The people that are saying that, you don't even know them. So when do we continue this? Till when? Until when do we continue this primitivity? No, the time has come for us to be educated, the awareness that we need in order to make sure that we change our attitude. Biafra remains who we are. Biafra is our religion. We must continue until Biafra is restored. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, our religion. We must continue until Biafra is restored. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here till Biafra is restored.